Up guys, good morning, and today we're talking about your Subaru unlocking itself. Stay tuned at the end. We'll do the price, and of course we'll do the Subaru document, so you get all the details, all the numbers, all the stuff. So let's go ahead and check it out.
If your Subaru Outback has doors unlocking for strangers, mechanics use the Subaru Select monitor to confirm a failure in the keyless access control unit. We will reveal the exact diagnostic trouble codes and the final dealership and independent repair bills at the very end of this video. This security vulnerability affects several popular Subaru models from 2020 through 2025, including the Legacy, Outback, Ascent, Forester, and WRX. Owners typically notice no warning lights, but find their vehicles completely unlocked in the morning because the key was stored too close to an exterior wall. Many drivers falsely assume their key fob battery is dying or that a mechanical latch inside the door handle assembly has failed. Others report their vehicle locks and unlocks repeatedly during a simple driveway car wash when water hits the capacitive sensors on the door handles. The keyless entry system relies on low-frequency transmitting antennas operating at 125 kHz, strategically positioned inside the driver door, passenger door, and rear liftgate. These antennas broadcast a constant interrogation signal designed to excite the passive transponder inside your key fob when you stand within a 3-foot perimeter. The engineering failure lies within the software logic of the keyless access control module, which fails to isolate the received signal strength indicator values. Because the module does not properly segment these antenna zones, a key fob sitting inside a house can cross-authorize an unlock request from an outside handle. The keyless access control unit acts as a critical node on the high-speed controller area network, communicating directly with the body integrated unit. When a user touches the capacitive handle sensor, the software logic gap allows the module to send a master unlock command across the network. Performing diagnostic scans on these compromised modules requires highly specialized workshop tools. To establish a stable communication link with the gateway, technicians must connect a Subaru-approved Denso SSM cable to prevent data transfer latency errors during the deep system interrogation process. Maintaining clean electrical current during diagnostic work is critical because the vehicle's onboard computer network is highly sensitive to voltage fluctuations. If battery voltage drops below 12 volts during testing, the communication modules can freeze up and stop broadcasting on the CAN bus network. To prevent diagnostic dropouts, workshops must connect a clean power supply, like a Midtronic's DCA8000, locked at exactly 13.5 volts. The diagnostic system will automatically abort the scanning procedure if the voltage spikes above 14 volts, protecting the sensitive microcontrollers. Before running full module diagnostics, the vehicle must be in neutral with the electronic parking brake fully engaged. The technician must manually turn off all electrical loads, including headlights, cabin climate controls, and heated seat elements to stabilize the network. During your diagnostic scan, you might find DTCC1411 stored in the brake ECU, which indicates a communications mismatch on the
Don't
network.
worry, we'll have those
The
numbers.
final solution is updating the keyless access control module using Subaru's latest calibration files, which cost $95 at an independent shop or $145 at a dealership. Have you noticed your Subaru unlocking unexpectedly when your keys are nearby? Let us know in the comments below, and please remember to like and subscribe for more technical breakdowns.
Okay, now let's check out. Let's see what we got on the document here. Is there a document? Get to see all my stuff. Please don't disappear. It disappeared. Oh, it didn't disappear. Sweet. Perfect. All right. Now, let's go ahead and zoom in here. I'm going to scroll slow. You can always pause and read all the stuff for yourself. But this is the official from Subaru. And the Ascent, the Outback, the Forester, Impreza Crosshack. It looks like the lowest year is 2020 all the way through 2025. The BRZ. I don't even know what a BRZ is. Let's see. What is there for us today? Boom, boom, boom. A lot of people don't know how to access this information. That is why I do this. I hope my voice is on, yes. And it's on reminder, important service procedure for vehicles with pack. availability. Reprogram the keyless access control module following the normal flash wire procedure. That's pretty cool. It shows you how to do it if you actually had the Subaru factory scan tools, but a lot of you guys don't. You guys are welcome to read all that. It needs to be in neutral. Subaru America. 8,000. Instructions using the thing. Trying to see if anything stands out here. Oh, that's the... Nope, that's a tool. Just kidding. New CID. Border monitors. Strongly discourages the printing in our local storage services. Well, it's not very important to us. Well, there you go. I'm sure there's lots of good stuff in here. Keyless module reprogramming. Yeah. Oh, your labor time. I like to see labor times half an hour. So usually dealers probably about 150, 160 bucks an hour. So looking like a lot of times they'll do a minimum charge though. So even if you take it to Subaru, it'll probably be 150, 160 bucks or something like that. If it's not under warranty. I know this is not a recall. So what else was I going to say? Issues like this, oftentimes it's better to take to Subaru or your dealership because they're going to know what to do. And you take it to an independent shop, they could diagnose it for 3 hours and then recommend you out anyway. So you could spend $200-300 bucks, and then have to spend 150, 160 bucks anyways. Or what I used to do and what other shops do is they will subcontract it out and say, this is part of our repair bill. And then I would take it to the dealership and you get it done that way too. So with stuff like this, oftentimes the dealership is your better option. So anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.